we're gonna do a test on the strips versus the drips, and we'll see if this water is exactly the same from the same tap. It's not from a pool or anything like that, because it's snowing out right now. We're gonna use the strips and the drips and see which one's dead on. So first we're gonna do the drips. So we're gonna do pH first. So I've already pre-filled this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for the drips, there's a chart here, and it told us to use this. You fill it up to the top here, and then we're gonna cap it off. And we're gonna shake it. Okay, and usually put it somewhere where it's bright. See, if you go against the dark, you can't really see, but you go light. So we'll say, what, 7.6? This water is? Okay, 7.6. Then we'll use strip. Take one out. Now on this, we have, the top is pH, chlorine, alkalinity, stabilizer. So if you're doing a hot tub, you don't want the stabilizer. Okay, minus this if you're checking for a hot tub. Add that if it's a pool. So right now we're gonna look at the top number. And you only have so much time to do this. You don't usually just drip it and dip it in, you just take it out, you line it up. So as you can see, this is 6 point. See, it's getting darker as we're sitting there leaving it. It gets darker and darker and darker. So this is the reason why I don't recommend these, because it'll just get darker. So basically it was 6.8. Little, it's way off. So we had 6.8 on this, and we had 7.6 on the drips, which is way more reliable. So people would adjust that too. So it's at 6.8, and if somebody adjusted it, put more, say, pH up or plus, or to raise any pH, in reality, they're putting it way too high, the pH. And then in turn, it will affect the alkalinity. Okay, so we're gonna test, right now we're gonna test the alkalinity. So we fill it up as to what it says on there. So use the test strips. We're gonna check for alkalinity. So on this, the alkalinity is right there. Put that in, take it out, line the colors up. So we'll say 80. So 80 for the strips. Now let's test this. Again, on the chart up above, we're gonna need 2 of this. 1, 2. And you swirl it. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And then on this, we need 5 drips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swirl it. Should turn green. Now for this last one, it's also, you kind of have to swirl at the same time, and you're counting by 10, which is, I just, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, 27. So 27. So 27 drips times 10, 270. What do we have here? On this one, we had 80. 270 for alkalinity. Now, huge discrepancy between the two. So we were way off on the pH and way off on the drips. So strips are not very reliable at all. Now, this is dead on. Now, we deal with health departments all the time, doing pools, condos, resorts. Now, if I walked in with this and started testing, because they'll ask you with the kit, this is the kit they want you to have. If you tested with this and the health department came in and asked you, hey, what test kit did you use? And if you said this, they would laugh at you. They would, because it's so far off. This is just a fast way of testing your chlorine only. Okay, we can't test chlorine on this water because it's just bottled water. Okay, so this is how far this is how bad. If you use strips and if you think you're adjusting your water by this, you're just gonna hurt your equipment or get somebody in your family sick. Okay, so that's what we recommend. So this is my strips versus the drips, and I'll link in the bottom the kit that we use. These test kits here. This one's a little bit. This one's a big professional one, a little bigger, more stuff, but basically the same. So I'll link on the bottom the test kit you should be using. Okay. Now, if this helped you out at all, subscribe, like, and if there's any other thing you want us to do, or if you have a comment on something, put it down below. Okay, and we'll see you on the next one.